Hello, Cindy here with Create Your Own Luck and Love. Welcome. I'm so excited to be here with you guys today and talk about successfully setting up your love life for 2020. So I'm curious, who out there has made it a resolution, a commitment to attract their man, attract lasting love in 2020? If you are, the first step is to announce it. So write in the comment section, yes, that's me. Yes, I am. And if so, do it so that we can support you on this journey. Okay, so I'm excited. It's January 3rd. A couple things happen right after the first of the year. What typically happens is, not typically, this does happen every single year. Did you know, if you read my email, you saw this and you know this, that the sales in athletic equipment jumps 150%. The sales in athletic equipment jumps 150%. And athletic memberships, it's right around the same. I think it's 110%. Okay? So weight loss clinics, they're flooded with people. Their clientele raises by over 100%. I think that's close to 150% too. Why am I sharing this with you? What does this have to do with love? Well, if you're one of those people, I mean this with absolute love, I want to show you how to set yourself up for success. If you're one of those people that does that, and no judgment, because I've done it in the past too, so I'm calling myself forward. If you've done that or you're doing that right now, when does it stop for you? So what normally happens by the first week in February, the people that don't normally go to the gym, they stop going. So they're done within 30 days. So my point is the other side to this, online dating memberships, dating apps, they increase by, it's like 125% of people that put themselves out there, they recommit to attracting partnerships. So your odds become a heck of a lot higher online. So it's a good thing. So get online now. And, ways to set yourself up for success truly is if you had if you had a resolution, I don't necessarily believe in resolutions, but if you made a commitment to yourself to make your health a bigger priority, or, up your workout routine, or, your food intake, then starting that before the end of the year generally sets you up for greater success. And those people that do commit before the end of the year tend to be more successful. Same is true in your love life. However, it's not too late. So a couple things I'm going to share with you today that will set you up for success in your love life immediately. So number one is make it a commitment that you're going to attract lasting love, right? If that's your commitment, which if you're watching it might be. So if that's your commitment, great. Make that a commitment, and also do yourself a favor and don't put a timeline. Now, I know that sounds a little bit contradictory, but don't put a timeline like, I'm going to meet my man by Valentine's Day. Because what can happen is that if you don't meet your man by Valentine's Day, then it's another way that you've let yourself down, right? So I'm committed to meeting my man this year, right? And the ways to increase your chances of that are doing activities that attract partnership. Okay, so I'm attracting my man this year. I would, and if you focus on it, you'll meet him quicker, as well as, part of manifestation and part of, attracting is also letting go of the attachment of the when and the how. Okay. So I know that if you 100% rely upon dating apps, it's going to be much more difficult to meet your man. However, if you diversify your life and you have a social life, you're out in public, you're connecting with people, you take a class of some sort to stretch yourself, you're doing things that enrich your life, i.e. will make you happier, because you have a fuller, happier, healthy life on your own. And that is super duper sexy to men. They love that. They do. And it's super sexy to you if you think about it. If you think about a man, if he's up to more things in his life, and he's doing things that are intriguing, or reading a great book, or taking a trip, or challenging himself somehow, that's really interesting, right? So think about your life the same way. And I would encourage you not to get stuck in the rut of, well, I have a full schedule business-wise, I travel for business, whatever that might be. You get to incorporate really cool things in your life that fill up your cup, that make you happy. Maybe that's yoga, maybe that's, going to the gym and doing some strength training or elliptical. It's doing things that fill your soul and raise your endorphins. So that is 1 and 2. Now, the other thing is, I've got a couple of things that are super important that will set you up for success. The other thing is your mindset. Your mindset is so key. And, I work with my clients constantly on their mindset. I work with them in groups, and we're constantly doing exercises and work around mindset and utilizing things in their life that fire them up, that make them happy with being them, right? Which naturally attracts men, I think the greatest thing with my clients is when we start working together and we start digging in, it's never a lack of attracting. It's filtering through the type of person that's really right for you, right? So looking at what's your mindset like? What is your belief system around men? Do you believe that they're commitment phobic? Do you believe, what is your belief? And is your belief in a box, meaning that, you've experienced men that it starts out really great and then it ends really quickly. Okay, so those are all belief systems that create that, believe it or not. We actually manifest what we focus on, and that could be subconscious. So if you're constantly waiting for the other shoe to drop, or you notice things and you don't say anything, or you're afraid to do things when it comes to dating and relationships, I suggest you get support in this area of your life. If it's number 1, if it's top 5 for you, get support and get a plan in place, because a great plan creates a great result in anything you do. Anything you do. Sorry, I have paperwork that's sticking to my sweater. So what is your belief system? I encourage you to sit down and write it down, because when you start writing things down, you'll see what opens up for you. You know, do you find that you can't trust men? Do you find, you know, they don't show up for you? You don't feel safe. Okay, so where in your life are you not creating safety for yourself? And when you have those perspectives and blocks, it really does hinder you from doing number one, which is opening yourself up to possibility. And there are men everywhere. You could walk into the grocery store and meet somebody today. You could go into Whole Foods and have a date tonight. Men are all over the place, and men want love just as badly as you do. And if you're attracting men that aren't certain, that aren't showing up, and you're attaching your value to that, then what's happening is you're going to continue to create that until you can let go. So look at empowering beliefs. Why do I want to attract a man if I believe that they're, you know, they don't show up, or they're not, you know, they're not commitment oriented, or they always want a younger woman, or, you know, whatever your thought process is, because it's bullshit. You can meet the love of your life at 80 years old. I'm not, you know, for whomever is out there, it's being in that place of, okay, what do I want to create? What's my perspective like? And how am I willing to show up so that I get to attract the kind of partnership that resonates in my soul, right? How am I willing to show up? So it's about that, and that goes into a deeper conversation that I'll cover on a different time frame. And then, you know, lastly, you guys, it's truly, you know, being, you know, challenging yourself and looking at communication. Communication is so key in creating a deep connection and creating the kind of connection that will be sustainable. Because if you're running around with questions in your mind all the time, what's he thinking? What's he doing? Why is this? Then there's a disconnect when it comes to communication. So a couple things I would encourage you to do. Get some support around that. Hire a coach. Whether you want to connect with me or someone that resonates with you, I highly recommend that, because when you can get in that space where you're fluidly, authentically communicating who you are, and you're communicating with another person authentically, it flows. And you're curious within your communication, and you can, and the bigger key is, this is a kicker, letting go of those emotional triggers, learning what those are, why they crop up, and how to release them, and being committed to doing that work to release them. And a couple things, like take an improv class, join a Toastmasters group, because those things actually help you with your body language and communication. I drove by an improv place the other day, and I thought, I'm going to take an improv class, because, you know, why not? I want to improve for you guys. I want to, you know, I have different goals in my life, right? So I hope this is supportive to you. I'm curious, who is committed to attracting lasting love in 2020? Put a yes, that's me, in the comments section. I want to hear from you. I want to support you. And I want to know, is this helpful and supportive? Sending you so much love. Have an amazing day. I will see you next week. Bye.